Welcome to Gentle Vinyasa for your hips and shoulders online class. We're filming from the beautiful Lotus Feed Farm and Retreat Center in Sonoma, California. Begin at the top of your mat. Take hands to your hips, step your feet, mat's width distance. Take a little bend in your knees to circle the hips forward and back. Warm up the hips. Circle forward and back. Feel the hip flexors as the hips come forward, and the low back as the hips come back. Keep circling at your own rhythm. This circling motion helps to bring more fluid into the hip joint. Step the feet together. Take a gentle bend in the knees. Hands come to the knees. When we circle the knees together, like we're stirring a pot of soup. Take a nice juicy bend in the knees as they come forward, and then reverse your circle. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stand up tall. Reach the arms up and over till the palms touch above your head. And exhale, hands come to prayer at the chest. Try that again. Breathe in, feel the shoulders, range of motion. Exhale, hands come to prayer at the chest. And the last time, reach up. And exhale, hands come down. Feel the heartbeat beneath your thumbs. Open the fingers away, creating a lotus shape with the hands. Mudra to help open the throat chakra. Breathe in this intention. And exhale, hands release. Step to the front of the mat. Reach the arms up and over the head, palms touch. Exhale, dive over the legs, fold with a juicy bend in the knees. Inhale, lengthen the spine, reach the crown of the head forward, and exhale, fold, head comes down. Breathe in, press into the feet, arms come up and over the head, palms touch. Try that once more. Exhale, trace the midline, come down. Inhale, lengthen your back, fingertips under the knees, exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the arms back, up and over the head, palms touch. One more time, exhale, dive over the legs, fold. Inhale, lengthen the back. Exhale, fold. And inhale, arms reach up and over the head, palms touch. Exhale. Come forward. Hands come down to blocks or the floor. Lengthen the spine. And exhale. Step the right leg straight back behind you. Left knee is bent. Lengthen the spine. Hands can come to the left knee or reach up and over the head. Breathe in, feel your hips. Maybe the foot walks slightly forward for a deeper stretch in the left hip flexors. The ankle is right underneath the knee to give you stability, and maybe the chest lifts up toward the ceiling. Bend the elbows back behind you, press them back, and inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, hands come down to the hips. Now draw that left foot back. So you're creating a 90-degree angle, giving you space to take the left hand directly to the side of the left hip. Reach the right arm up and over for a lateral bend. Deep stretch in your psoas. If the left hand doesn't reach the floor, use a block or a stack of books. And then come back up with a strong core. Inhale. And exhale, hands come down to blocks or the floor as we straighten the left leg for a hamstring stretch. Draw your abdomen in as you exhale, pour along your left leg. Inhale. You can find some flow here by letting each inhale lift you up and every exhale press you forward. One full breath. And slowly re-bend the left knee. Take the hands forward. With controlled movement, take both hands to the inside of the left foot. Open the left foot out to the side. The left knee may wing out as well. And drop down for an exploration of lizard pose. You can stay lifted, maybe letting the hip drop as I'm demonstrating, or maybe you take the forearms down, the elbows down for a deeper stretch, and that's, of course, it's optional. Full inhalation. Exhale, come back to the hands, bring the left foot to the center, step the left foot back. Enjoy some cat-cows here. Belly drops down and then rounds up toward the sky. Tuck the chin to the chest. Exhale, drop the belly, gaze up. Round the spine, tuck the chin to the chest. One more time, inhale. Exhale, rounding, tucking the chin to the chest. Warm up each vertebra. Imagine you can feel each one as you explore these motions. And slowly lift up. Press the hips forward as the shoulders roll back, hands to the low back, a very gentle camel pose here. And inhale, back up, hands come down. And we'll make our way to downward facing dog, hips high, gaze toward the navel. Full inhale, full exhale. Explore motion here, bending the knees, shaking the head, sashaying the hips. It's all good. Draw your belly in. And exhale, gaze forward. Step that right foot up in between the hands. Drop the left knee down. Finding a lunge on the second side. Hands can come to the right knee. Walk that right foot out more so you can sink deeper into the hips. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, prepare to open the chest and the shoulders by bending the elbows, reaching them back behind you. Breathe in. And exhale, arms straighten and release back down to the mat. Slide the right foot back slightly so you can lift up with more stability. Draw the belly in. Take the right hand straight out to the side of the right hip. If the hand doesn't come down, find a block. And reach the left arm up and over. Deep lateral bend. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Rise back up. And we're ready to extend the leg for hamstring stretch. Take the hands down to blocks or the mat. Straighten the right leg. Toes can come toward the face as you exhale and fold over the leg. We want to feel the stretch in the belly of the muscle. So if you're feeling the majority of the stretch behind the knee, adjust so you feel it in the hamstrings right behind the thigh. That may involve a deeper bend in the knee or moving the foot to one side or the other. Once you have that placement, hold, Press forward, draw the navel in, Uddiyana Bandha. Inhale. Exhale, we release. Rebend the right knee. Take the right knee back. Tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Heels milt toward the mat. They may not touch today, and that's fine. As you exhale, the belly draws in. Trust your hands. Spread your fingers wide. And we'll slowly begin to transition to a forward fold. Gaze forward, feet walk, step, or jump forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen the back. Exhale, fold. And inhale, the arms come up and over the head. Palms touch. Breathe in. Exhale, hands come to prayer at the chest. We'll release the fingers, finding that lotus mudra once more. Coming back to the intention you set in the beginning of this practice. And exhale, fingers touch. And we'll pivot to face forward. Bring the weight into one leg, tree pose. The right thigh is engaged, right kneecap drawing up. The left foot comes to the inside of the right leg. Maybe the toes stay down, sapling pose, or maybe they come up. They can be anywhere above or below the knee. Feel free to use the hands to get the foot where you want it to go today. Press your hips forward. Feel the knee opening to the side. Breathe in. Breathe out. All the awareness on your hips.
Try and walk gently on the surface, doesn't shake.
Slowly release. Left foot comes down and switch sides. Spread your toes wide. Engage your left leg. And the right foot slides along the inside of the leg. Notice the difference in your hips from side to side.
Where'd you go?
Find your edge. Breathe in and exhale. Release. Find a second set. Right foot is down, left foot's coming up. Find a steady gaze. Breathe in. And as you exhale, I encourage you to take any arm variation here. This arm variation can be as creative as you'd like, or as stable as you'd like. Inhale. Keep the spine tall. Exhale. And as slowly as you can, release the hands and the foot back down. Spread your toes wide on the side and switch. Inhale, find your stability, lock in your gaze, and the opposite foot comes up. Press the hips forward. Find your edge for this hip. Once you're stable, lengthen your breath and find a long spine. The top of the head is reaching up toward the sky like you're a puppet on a string. And exhale, find that same arm variation, or maybe you get a little bit more creative on the side. Peace out. And exhale. We'll slowly release with control. Both feet come down. Inhale, reach the arms up and over the head. Let's find eagle pose. Take the left arm underneath the right. Bend the knees, sink the hips. Take the left leg high up and over the right. Wrap the legs around one another. The toes may touch down in the back, or the legs wrap around one another to challenge your balance. As you sink down, feel the strength of the legs, feel the stretch in the hips, and the stretch in your shoulders. Breathe in and exhale to release. Inhale, arms come back up and over your shoulder. Exhale, right arm underneath the left. Bend the knees, sink the hips. Right leg comes high up and over. Step the leg. Wrap it around. Inhale. Try to keep knees and elbows in one line. Hips and shoulders in one line. With a strong core, find your balance. And inhale, release. Arms lift up and over the head. And exhale, circle the arms forward. Inhale, reach the arms up. Bring a slight bend in the knees as the arms come forward. Straighten legs. Bend the knees, straighten the legs. Arms come forward into some smaller circles now. The legs straighten, and we're making these small circles forward and then back. And then the circles get bigger with the arms going back behind you. Re-bend the knees as the arms come forward. Inhale, find dynamic movement. And exhale, slowly release. Hands come to prayer. Step to the top of the mat. Inhale, arms come up and over. Exhale, dive over the legs, forward fold. Enjoy a moment here in this fold. And inhale, lengthen the back. Exhale, sink down into the squat of your choice. Inhale, straighten the legs, widen the feet. Take your time moving, bending one knee at a time to come all the way down into a squat. Hands can come down to blocks. Your heels can be lifted. Maybe your hips are on blocks. That's fine too. Keep the spine long. It's very important in our squats. Trust your legs and slowly release. If you want to pop into a crow pose or work on taking the heels down, do so for one more breath. Inhale and exhale. We'll release, coming onto the hips. You can feel the sitting bones underneath you, bottoms of the feet together, knees to the side, Baddha Konasana. Step the feet wider apart so you're creating a wider diamond shape with the legs. Fold over both legs to feel a deep stretch in your hips. This will be different than when the feet are closer and we feel the stretch in the inside of the legs in this pose. The feet are wider, which shifts the stretch again to the hips. So take a few moments here, breathe in, breathe out, and inhale to rise back up and find a comfortable seated position. Roll the shoulder blades up, back, and down along the back, and then take them forward. Feel the shoulders come forward toward the ears. Hands come to the shoulders and circle the elbows. Deeper stretch here, going in one direction and then reversing that direction, taking the elbows forward. Nice big circles here. Slowly release. Take the left arm across the body, supporting with the right hand to stretch the outside of the shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, release. Now right arm draws across the body. Breathe in, feel the outside of the right shoulder, holding here. Breathe out. Slowly release. Inhale, left arm comes up, bend the left elbow, hold the left elbow so you feel a deep stretch in your left tricep muscles. Keep the left arm bone pressing toward the shoulder socket. Resist the urge to make this a shoulder joint stretch, and then slowly release. So take a look at this from the back. The right arm now comes up. We're bending the right elbow. You're holding the right elbow with the opposite hand. So that's helping you to keep the shoulder joint in alignment as we focus the sensation and our awareness on the right tricep muscles. So you have a better idea. Let's release the hands. Bend the elbows so the hands come back behind you. Now feeling both tricep muscles stretching at the same time. And release. Take the hands down. Make your way forward once more. Prepare for seated pigeon. Left foot stays down. Right ankle comes to the left knee. Breathe in. Lift up. For less stretch, walk the left foot away. For more stretch, walk the left foot towards your hips. Keep the right foot flexed to protect the right knee. If you feel anything funny in that right knee, keep walking that left foot away. That's a signal we're moving too deep into the right hip. Slowly release. Switch sides. Start with the right foot out to be more conservative. This side may be different. And then you can decide if you want to walk that right foot in or keep extending it out. Breathe in. Feel the sensations in the left hip. Sit up tall. Nice long spine. Resist the urge to round the back. And we'll slowly release. Hands come to the knees. Rock and roll up and down along the spine. Break up any tension in the back. And slowly come down, knees hug in toward the chest. Give yourself a big hug. Let the head relax. Uttanasana pose. Slowly release, the feet come down. We'll prepare for bridge, hands pressing down. Inhale, lift the hips up. Trust the feet. Trust your arms. Maybe tuck one shoulder underneath the other for a deeper chest and shoulder opening. Make sure to keep the forearms down. Inhale. And exhale, release, hips come back down. Take the bottoms of the feet together. The knees come out to the sides. One hand on the belly, one hand on your heart. Reclined Baddha Konasana. We're cooling down now. Focus on relaxation. The breath is totally natural, moving spontaneously in and out of the body. On your next breath out, you can use the hands to bring the knees together. And we're ready for Shavasana, relaxation pose, corpse pose. Corpse pose sounds rather intimidating, but we know that it represents the death of the ego, the thinking mind. So it's actually a good thing. It's not just a rest for the body, but also for the mind, which the mind so desperately needs. Take a few moments to consciously relax your body. Feel heaviness in each part of your body. The head, heavy. Arms, heavy. Torso, legs, even your hands and feet are heavy. So heavy. Imagine yourself sinking down, down, down toward the center of the earth. Down, down, down. So heavy. Savor one more breath. Make your way back up to a comfortable seat. Take your time to transition back to your day-to-day. Thank you so much. Namaste.